I feel like I had a miracle.
An I-Team exclusive, a Troy respiratory therapist who spent more than 2 weeks on a ventilator credits a clinical trial for her surviving COVID-19. Amy DeVos's prognosis was so dire her family had said goodbye. Now, after 29 days in the hospital, she just returned home to start her recovery. She sat down with me for her first interview. In this new Center 7 exclusive, DeVos's doctor, who got his start at Wright State, guides us through this life-saving science.
I feel very lucky.
You're looking at the emotional moment when Amy DeVos left Upper Valley Medical Center April 16th. It was a moment the respiratory therapist, wife, and mother
I can't imagine them being without their mom.
did not know would ever come after COVID-19 almost killed her.
So I kind of lost a little over 2 weeks of my life just not knowing what was going on.
16 of the 29 total days she spent in the hospital were on a ventilator.
I was just that sick. I kept getting worse and worse.
Fearing the worst, her husband Tom and other family members thought she was not going to make it.
Just that one day where we went to the hospital, said our goodbyes.
But then DeVos's doctor found someone who could help.
That's how we got an early start to the trial.
Dr. Tom Pitts specializes in neuroimmunological diseases.
I have the honor of fighting off some of the most lethal and catastrophic autoimmune diseases in the world on a regular basis.
But this one,
It's the most aggressive lung disease I've ever seen.
he went to medical school and completed his residency at Wright State University. Now he works at a practice in New York City and does telemedicine for Premier Health.
So I sat down and I just researched the papers on the SARS coronavirus of yesteryear, the one from like 2003. And they found that people's lungs were actually being attacked with something called the complement, which is a part of the immune system. So I said, great, I have a complement inhibitor. It's called Solaris, eculizumab.
In early March, he told New Center 7 he started a clinical trial with the drug, which allows him to manipulate how the immune system works. But he did not have any patience until
I was just laying on the couch, being a living wreck. And then he called me and said, hey, I wanted to enroll your wife in a trial. I gave my consent, and that's...
Though Dr. Pitts needed more than Tom DeVos's consent.
Wait a minute, you want to turn off her immune system while she's sick?
Within 3 hours, he received emergency FDA approval, got the Institutional Review Board to sign off, and had an ambulance drive the medication from Miami Valley Hospital to Upper Valley Medical Center.
Without any bureaucracy or holdups, we were able to mobilize the medicine.
I think a couple hours after she got it, she already started showing improvement.
I mean, just a few weeks ago, I was on the vent, maxed out on every setting. And then Dr. Pitts came into our life and changed it within hours.
Doctors continued to give DeVos the medicine every 4 days.
It's unbelievable seeing how she kept improving day after day after that. After she got the medicine, it's hard to describe. It's like you're getting hope all over again. It's like you're getting a second chance with everything.
And while DeVos does not remember much of her time in the hospital, now that she is home, her message for Dr. Pitts?
Just thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. I owe my life to you, and you're doing great things for this world.
Is a message filled with gratitude and hope that her experience will be able to translate into more patients like her surviving COVID-19. DeVos still does not know how she contracted COVID-19. Her case officially started Dr. Pitt's study. Now the FDA has approved an expanded access trial, and he's already given the medicine to 5 patients and hopes to treat many more.